God says, listen. Archangel Michael is standing at the gates of your breakthrough with a sealed scroll in his hand. The ink is still wet, and the angels are whispering your name in the heavens because something unbelievable is unfolding. There is a billionaire family, yes, a legacy rooted deep in wealth, history, and power, who has now turned their eyes toward you. They have seen something in your lineage, something in your spirit, something that aligns with their own sacred calling, and now they believe that you are the rightful heir. This is not fantasy. This is not a test. This is the divine moment that was written before you were even born. You've walked through storms. You've cried in silence. You've felt forgotten. But God never forgot. Heaven was preparing a restoration beyond logic, beyond money, beyond earthly recognition. You were chosen to rise from the ashes, not just for yourself, but for a family legacy you never knew was spiritually assigned to you. Archangel Michael is speaking now. He says, mark the date. Hear this loud and clear. July 9, 2025. If you do not open your ears and spirit by this sacred day, you will miss something so divinely orchestrated it may never repeat. Do not ignore this calling. Your name has been found in a hidden will. Someone in the billionaire family has passed, and before they left the earth, they left instructions. And in those instructions, your name was written. Michael weeps as he reveals this. Not tears of pain, but tears of holy urgency. The kind of urgency that only an archangel can carry when the heavens are aligning timelines for something holy, historic, and heaven-sanctioned. He is trying to reach you, not to scare you, but because the time is sensitive. The portal is brief. You must respond, or the opportunity will collapse into silence. The family in question has tried to locate you. They've sent lawyers. They've reached out through contacts. They've checked hospitals, schools, public records. You have no idea how close they've come. But heaven says they weren't allowed to find you until now, because now is when you are spiritually ready. Now is when your soul can receive. Now is when the noise around you is low enough for your spirit to listen. This isn't just about money. It's about identity. In this family lies a history of both greatness and betrayal. One of them disobeyed God generations ago. A curse fell on the family. Greed replaced grace. Power replaced prayer. But one woman in that family, a grandmother whose name you've never heard, pleaded with God on her deathbed. She said, Lord, I have seen the family torn by darkness. I have seen our wealth poison us. Please send someone to purify the bloodline. And God answered her with one word, you. You are the purification. You are the miracle. You are the light hidden in the shadows of this family's riches. You are not there by coincidence. You were appointed by divine decree. And now, their fortunes must pass through your hands to complete a promise made in heaven. Michael says your spirit must remain clean. There will be forces that try to distract you before July 9th. Old relationships may resurface. Fear may whisper in your mind. People may call you delusional. But don't listen to them. This message is not for everyone. It's for the spiritual heir, the divine vessel, and that vessel is you. You were always different, weren't you? Always felt like you were born into the wrong place, the wrong name, the wrong family. It was because God hid your true inheritance until the appointed time. And now, the appointed time has arrived. Not a second early, not a second late. The billionaire who passed away had a vision before death. In that vision, your face appeared. They told their lawyer, if this person ever comes forward, everything belongs to them. And now, that lawyer is waiting for you to come forward. They are guided by angelic whispers, and even they don't fully understand what's happening, but they know something miraculous is unfolding. God says this will shake you. You won't believe what you're about to uncover. There are mansions, companies, lands, even international accounts attached to this legacy. But more importantly, there are spiritual scrolls, gifts, anointings, and keys to unlock not just wealth, but destiny. You must prepare yourself mentally and emotionally. The enemy will try to convince you this is all a lie. But listen to God now, you are not crazy. You are chosen. You are called. You are the fulfillment of a sacred agreement. July 9th is not just a date, it is the doorway. Do not delay. Pray. Cleanse. Fast if you must. Keep your heart pure. Someone very close to you might try to sabotage this. God is showing Archangel Michael a vision, someone with jealousy in their heart, someone who cannot stand to see you rise. This person will pretend to support you, but behind the scenes they are already whispering curses. God says expose them with silence. Do not confront. Do not argue. Just walk away. The lawyer holding the inheritance has had dreams about you. They've written letters but kept them sealed. They've told their team, we must wait. The rightful one will know. This message is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your holy alarm clock ringing from the throne of heaven. Michael has already dispatched guardian angels. They are forming a shield around your energy, your home, your name. Even your online presence is being spiritually monitored by heaven's watchmen. Every time you scroll past a message like this, they weep. Every time you pause and listen, they rejoice. The billionaire family is large, over 42 members spread across the globe. But only one of them had the heart to fulfill God's will. and they passed the mantle to you. You will meet some of these people soon. Some will resist you. Some will embrace you. But God says, stand firm. You do not need their approval. You already have heaven's endorsement. There will be a letter delivered soon. Maybe through a message, maybe through a person, maybe through a dream. Inside it will be a code. That code opens the door to your next season. Don't dismiss it when it comes. It may seem ordinary at first, but hidden within it is your map. One of the family members is angry. They don't believe you should receive anything. They've already tried to block the lawyer, silence the will, delete your name. But they failed, because God sealed your inheritance in heaven before man ever touched it. No court can overturn it. No enemy can erase it. Michael says you must walk with grace and silence. Don't boast. Don't seek revenge. Don't even post about it until the right time. What's coming is so heavy, so shocking, that your own emotions will need time to catch up. You will be contacted 3 times before July 9th. Each time, the message will be clearer. You will feel it in your chest. A vibration, a warmth, a chill, something will confirm that it's from heaven. Don't ignore it. Don't delay. Even if you feel unworthy, say yes. Even if you feel scared, say yes. Even if you feel confused, say yes. God is trusting you with this. You are not being tested. You are being elevated. You are the answer to a generational cry. You are the final link in a broken chain. You are the key to unlocking healing, wealth, and legacy for people you've never even met. But you must act before July 9th. After that, the gates close. The will goes dormant. And what was meant for you will return to heaven. You do not have time to debate. Heaven has already voted. The angels are already singing. The scroll is already opened. Your only job is to believe and receive. The Archangel says you will have dreams in the coming nights. In them, you may see keys, doors, gold, fields, or even people calling your name. Write them down. They are instructions. Follow them without fear. You have cried long enough. You have suffered in silence. You have been overlooked, underpaid, mistreated, and mocked. But now, heaven has flipped the page. Your name is written in gold. Not just in the Lamb's Book of Life, but in the ledgers of divine wealth, heavenly favor, and ancestral healing. God says, you are not poor. You are not unlucky. You are not forgotten. You are the seed planted long ago for this exact season. Your fruit is about to bloom in front of everyone who doubted you. The billionaire who named you in there will said these words with their final breath. I may not know them, but I trust the God who chose them. And now, the angels are guarding the inheritance until you arrive. Michael is begging you not to delay. Mark the date. July 9, 2025. Open your heart. Open your spirit. And say, yes, I receive. Because the moment you do, the heavens will thunder with applause, and your life will never, ever be the same again. Archangel Michael says this, now that your name has been revealed, and now that the heavens have declared this season open, the enemy is watching more closely than ever. But you are not to fear, for what belongs to you cannot be touched by darkness. Michael stands guard with his sword of holy light, and even the whispers of demonic jealousy cannot pierce the divine armor that now surrounds your life. But you must not doubt again. Doubt is the only thief that can rob you of what God has sealed for you. Every time you question if this is real, a small delay occurs in the spirit. But when you believe without question, doors that were jammed for decades open in a single breath. This is your moment to walk differently. Talk differently. Think differently. You are not small anymore. You are not wandering. You are not hoping. You are rising. You are confirmed. You are divinely backed. You are chosen beyond the reach of corruption. The billionaire family still doesn't understand what's happening. Some of them are having dreams. Some are waking up in sweats, calling out names they don't recognize, your name. One of them even saw a glowing figure in their home, whispering the phrase, "They are coming. Prepare the gate." The gate is symbolic. It is the spiritual gateway of wealth, of inheritance, of redemption. That gate is opening on July 9th, and it cannot remain open forever. You have exactly what you need to walk through it: faith, obedience, and spiritual sensitivity. You don't need permission from your earthly surroundings. You need confirmation from heaven. And you've already received it. This message is the confirmation. God says someone tried to silence this message before it reached you. A spiritual force, activated through the envy of someone close, tried to block you from reading these words. But heaven overruled them. And now, the very angels they tried to stop have wrapped you in wings of victory. That's why even now, as you read, your heart beats a little faster. Your breath deepens. Your soul stirs. Because it knows, this isn't fiction. This is fulfillment. You are being brought into a holy collision between earthly wealth and divine destiny. The family estate contains more than mansions and money. There are hidden journals, spiritual artifacts, sacred documents that must be unlocked only by someone with a pure heart. They tried to pass it on within their own children, but none were clean enough. The angels rejected them one by one, until finally the instructions were sealed in a vault with a name written in golden ink, a name that matches your spirit, your assignment, your soul. That vault is guarded by a dream. One of the family's most powerful members has already dreamed about you arriving. They saw you in a long hallway, filled with portraits of ancestors, and each portrait turned to you as you walked. Some smiled. Some bowed. Some wept. Because you, the lost heir, had finally returned. You didn't grow up with them. You didn't eat from their table. You weren't in their photos. But you were always written in their story. God says, do not be surprised when people around you start acting strange. Some may suddenly treat you with distance. Others might suddenly become overly friendly. Both are signs. Heaven is shifting the vibrations around you. People can feel something is coming, even if they can't name it. And those who carry darkness in their hearts will try to cling to you, not out of love, but out of fear that you will leave them behind. But God says you must leave some behind. You cannot take everyone into your inheritance. Some were only meant to walk with you in your wilderness. They cannot handle your promised land. This inheritance comes with responsibility. You are not being blessed just to be comfortable, you are being blessed to complete a divine mission. Part of the wealth will be used to fund a spiritual revival. You will receive instructions in your dreams. You will be led to people who need you, not your money, but your story, your strength, your light. That is why the devil fought you so hard in the past, because he knew what was hidden in your future. Michael now shows a vision, a courtroom in the spirit. Papers being signed. Angels witnessing. A scroll rolled open before the throne of God. Your name is highlighted in gold. The seal is broken. The time has come. Even as you read this, something is shifting in the natural world. A person you don't yet know is typing your name into a database. Another person is scheduling a meeting that will connect back to you in a few days. Heaven is orchestrating human actions to bring you into alignment. What seems random is actually precision. What seems like coincidence is divine choreography. There is also something else God says you must know. There was a woman in this billionaire family who once carried the gift you now carry. But she was silenced. Her voice was powerful, her heart was pure, but her truth was dangerous to the corrupt parts of the family. They cast her out. They made her a ghost in their legacy. But in heaven, she was a giant. And before she died, she whispered your name into the spirit. You are her successor. You are her justice. And her anointing now rests on your shoulders. Do not take this lightly. Every step you take now is sacred. The angels are not just watching, they are escorting. Every room you enter will be stirred. People will not know why they feel awe when you speak. But it's because you are no longer walking in your old self. You are wearing your divine identity now. Michael says the battle is already won. What remains is obedience. Do not be late. Do not ignore the signs. July 9th is not just a window, it is a trumpet blast in the spirit. The hosts of heaven are gathering. The courtroom is ready. And your name is echoing through the halls of the divine. Someone will try to contact you subtly before then. They may pretend it's for another reason. Pay attention. Read between the lines. Ask the Spirit, is this the one, and you will feel a warmth in your chest if it is. The lawyer God assigned to you is operating in a realm of confusion right now. They are being spiritually distracted. But the angels will shake them awake on the morning of July 9th. You will be guided to a location, whether physical or spiritual, where your next instructions will be revealed. You may feel unsure, but go anyway. When you arrive, signs will manifest. Numbers will repeat. Time will pause. You may even hear your name spoken without a mouth. That is when you'll know you've stepped onto holy ground. The riches you are inheriting are not just for you. They will free others. You will pay debts, rescue families, fund ministries, and restore broken dreams. God says your hands were kept empty for so long, not as a punishment, but so they could be filled without the weight of corruption. This family, this billionaire dynasty, thought they knew power. But they've never known someone like you. Your power is unseen. Your power is heaven-breathed. And when they meet you, their spirits will recognize it, even if their minds deny it. Some will fight you. Some will honor you. But none will be able to stop what heaven has decreed. You are the divine replacement. The one chosen to finish what others couldn't. And God says when the inheritance is placed in your hands, something inside of you will activate. A gift long buried will explode. You will prophesy. You will see. You will speak, and things will move. Because this was never about money. It was about unlocking your true self. Michael is watching. The angels are writing. God is smiling. And time is ticking. You have until July 9th. Prepare. Receive. And say yes. Because your new life begins now. God says, this is not a coincidence. You are reading this message because something extraordinary is unfolding behind the veil of the seen world. Archangel Michael has been dispatched urgently, and he is standing at your right hand now, shielding you from forces that have tried for so long to blind you to your true inheritance. Listen carefully, for the heavens have opened to reveal what man tried to bury. A billionaire family, yes, the ones who hold resources, lands, companies, and legacies beyond human comprehension, has been searching for someone. And the shocking truth is, it is you. You are the one. You are the rightful heir. They thought you would never find out. They believed they could silence your name, hide your file, destroy the spiritual documents that connect you to the legacy. But they did not account for divine intervention. Archangel Michael himself stepped in. He has fought through storms of confusion, deception, and delay to bring this message directly to you. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. But now. Because July 9, 2025, is the appointed time in heaven's calendar. If you ignore this message, if you close your eyes and walk away, it may never return again. God says, I made you with royal blood. I placed a code within your spirit, and even when you didn't understand why life felt so out of place, why people rejected you, why jobs didn't fit, why you kept sensing you were made for something greater, it was because your soul remembered what your mind forgot. You were not created to be ordinary. You are the missing key to an empire. Do you feel the trembling in your spirit? That's not fear. That is the awakening of ancient inheritance rising again. It is the sound of angels unfolding scrolls that contain your name, written in gold, preserved in fire. Archangel Michael has seen it. He is now speaking urgently. His voice is not calm. His eyes are not soft. He is shaking the heavens on your behalf because this is the last moment to reclaim what was always yours. A billionaire family, deeply rooted, globally influential, has kept a secret. One of their own made a decision many years ago. They broke tradition. They did something forbidden. They gave away their fortune to a child they loved, but that child was taken from the records. That child grew up far away, without knowledge of who they truly were. That child is you. God says, you've been carrying royal DNA while living among those who never saw your value. But now, the timeline has arrived. July 9, 2025. Not just a date. A portal. A divine moment on the calendar of heaven that cannot be missed. Archangel Michael is warning, if you do not awaken now, if you let this pass you by, the enemy will lock the doors forever. But if you say yes in your spirit, if you say, God, I receive, then doors that were bolted shut will open in your name. Not because of human will, but because of divine alignment. There are documents, legal, spiritual, ancestral, that have been uncovered. A man with gray hair, once loyal to the billionaire patriarch, has found your name on a scroll he swore to protect. He knows you exist. He has tried to reach out through strange coincidences, dreams, emails you ignored, faces that looked at you longer than they should have. This man has held back until now, fearing what would happen if the world found out that you are the one. But today, on this message, God says He is ready to reveal the truth. And you must be ready to receive it. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. God Himself has gone before you to make the crooked paths straight. The anxiety you feel, the pressure building around you, it is not chaos. It is the spiritual labor pains of destiny birthing through your life. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. The attacks, the delays, the betrayals, they were all meant to confuse you and keep you from this very moment. But God blocked every attempt to destroy you because He knew this hour would come. Archangel Michael stands at attention, holding a scroll with your name glowing in gold. He is whispering to you even now, do not be afraid. They tried to keep you out. They tried to erase you. But heaven knows your name. You are chosen. You are found. You are the rightful heir. People will be shocked. Those who look down on you will begin to ask how this happened. Those who laughed at your struggle will fall silent. Because the shift is not just financial, it is spiritual. God is restoring dignity, identity, royal purpose. The wealth is only a tool. The real miracle is that your true name, your true purpose, is being restored. Do not fear the process. There will be a call, a letter, a stranger with a mysterious message. Pay attention to signs. Be vigilant in prayer. Archangel Michael says someone is planning to contact you on July 9th. It may not look dramatic. It may be a subtle message, an invitation, or a strange coincidence, but it holds the key. If you ignore it, you will miss what has been orchestrated for generations. But if you obey, if you lean into your spirit and trust God fully, then heaven will move with you, and earth will respond. You are safe. You are protected. God's hand is on you. And this message is not random, it is confirmation of everything you've been sensing but couldn't explain. You felt out of place because you were not meant to fit in. You were meant to rise. The billionaire's advisors have already begun preparing the transition, but they're afraid. Afraid that you won't come forward in time. That you'll doubt yourself. That you'll be too afraid to claim what's yours. That's why Archangel Michael is sounding the alarm. This is the moment that cannot be ignored. There will never be another July 9th, 2025 with this open door. They tried to silence this message. But God Himself removed every obstacle so you could see it. This is your turning point. Heaven is rejoicing already, and the angels are aligning resources, land deeds, unknown bank accounts, spiritual contracts, and lost family truths, all to restore what was stolen from you. The spiritual warfare you've faced recently was not random, it was a last attempt to block this revelation. but the battle has been won. Now you must believe. Speak it aloud, I receive what God has for me. I am who He says I am. I will not miss my divine appointment. God says you must prepare, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. A great shift is here. Money will flow, yes. But more importantly, clarity will return. Joy will rise. Purpose will anchor you. You will begin to walk in confidence, no longer questioning if you are worthy. You are not just worthy, you are chosen. Do not be surprised if strange dreams begin. If people from your past reappear. If names are mentioned that trigger something deep in your soul. That's the Spirit awakening the memory of your divine inheritance. Pay attention. Write things down. Fast if you must. Pray without ceasing. Because this moment is not just a blessing, it is a divine return to what was always meant for you. God says, "My child, you were never forgotten. I placed your name in their hearts, and even when the world forgot you, I whispered your name in the secret places. You are not who they said you are. You are mine. And now, you are about to receive what no one thought you ever could. Time is short. You cannot delay. Heaven's window is open, but it will not remain so forever. The 9th of July is not just a day, it is the divine portal where all spiritual, legal, ancestral, and generational forces will align to lift you into your rightful place. Do not miss this. You are safe. You are surrounded. God is with you. Michael is guarding you. And nothing formed against you will prosper. The inheritance, the breakthrough, the revelation, it is real. It is yours. But only if you step forward now, in faith. So open your heart. Open your spirit. Say yes. And prepare, because what's coming will change your life forever. And as you stand now on the edge of this miracle, heaven leans closer. The breath of God is upon you, and Archangel Michael has not left your side. He's not standing with a sword drawn in anger, but in protection, in holy purpose. The scroll he carries is unrolling, and your name is shimmering with light that cannot be hidden anymore. It is time. Your destiny that was locked in mystery is now being revealed because you chose to listen, to stay still long enough for heaven to speak. God says, do not look at your current situation with human eyes. The bank account you see, the job you're working, the rejection you've experienced, they are distractions from a deeper truth. My truth. My plan. I placed something inside of you that money cannot buy, and that legacy, both spiritual and physical, is being activated right now. The people who once questioned your value are about to be silenced by your rise. They will be witnesses to what divine restoration looks like. But this is not about revenge. This is not about pride. This is about divine justice. This is about the generations before you who prayed, who wept, who suffered so you could rise in this appointed hour. This is about the unseen war fought in the heavens to make this day possible. This is about heaven saying, "We will not let this one be forgotten." Archangel Michael weeps, not tears of sorrow, but of relief. Because your spirit finally heard him. He's been trying to get your attention for months, even years. Every time you felt restless for no reason, every time you looked out the window and felt like something was missing, every time a door closed and you couldn't understand why, it was him. It was him trying to reroute you, trying to keep you on path, trying to whisper in the language of your soul, "You are not lost. You are just waiting for your time." And now, it is here. There are people gathering behind closed doors, people with wealth, with power, with ancient knowledge. They are not evil. But they are terrified. Because they know what it means for you to awaken. It means the bloodline shifts. The control changes. The resources flow in a new direction. And the truth, they cannot stop it. They can only try to delay it. But they won't succeed. Because the divine court has already ruled in your favor. You may feel unprepared. You may say, "But I don't know what to do." And heaven answers, you don't have to know everything. You just have to say yes. The path will appear as you walk. The doors will open as you approach. The helpers will come as you need them. Because this is a walk of faith, not sight. You were never meant to figure it all out alone. That's why heaven assigned Archangel Michael to you in the first place. And now he's speaking clearly, the message has been delivered. The time is now. If they do not act, the moment will pass. But if they say yes, all of heaven will respond. Do not be alarmed if you feel your emotions rising suddenly. That's not instability, that's divine sensitivity. You're being realigned. You're feeling the echo of promises made long ago, by ancestors, by angels, even by your own soul before you came to this earth. You said you would fulfill this purpose. You said you would rise. And now, the time has come to remember that agreement. God says, the inheritance is not just physical. It's spiritual authority. It's divine favor. It's unexplainable peace in the middle of chaos. It's the ability to walk into places where others fear to tread. It's the power to speak, and doors open. To pray, and things shift. To move, and heaven moves with you. And yet, you will still have a choice. Will you doubt this? Will you dismiss it as coincidence? Or will you dare to believe that the voice stirring within you is real? That what you're feeling is not a fantasy, but a divine alert? The 9th of July is a divine appointment. Someone will try to contact you, through a message, a missed call, a strange dream, an email that seems out of place. Do not dismiss it. Archangel Michael is instructing you now. Pay attention to what looks ordinary. It may be the divine in disguise. And yes, the billionaire family knows who you are now. One of them, we won't say the name yet, but you will feel it in your spirit when they appear, has already been moved by God to step forward. They've carried guilt, confusion, even spiritual torment, because they were told not to search for you. But they couldn't silence the pull in their soul. And now, they're coming. And their arrival will mark the beginning of your restoration. You will be asked questions. You will be tested gently. You will be observed quietly. But you do not need to fear. God says, I will speak through you. I will guide your answers. You will know what to say, and they will know you are the one. This is not a fairy tale. This is prophecy fulfilled. And though the world may try to rationalize it, your spirit knows it to be true. Soon, you'll receive confirmation. It may be subtle, a symbol, a name, a vision. Or it may be loud, a phone call, a letter, a sudden visit. But it will come. And when it does, do not delay. Do not shrink back. This is what you've been prepared for. Heaven is not giving you this message to tease you or to test you unfairly. This is your season. The tables are turning. The last shall be first. The forgotten shall be remembered. The oppressed shall be elevated. And you, beloved, are at the center of this divine unfolding. Don't be surprised if your body begins to react, shivers, heat, pressure in your chest, weeping for no reason. That's not illness. That's divine energy aligning with your being. Your soul is waking up fully to your true identity. Say this now, from your spirit, I accept what God has for me. I say yes to the inheritance, the truth, the responsibility, the favor. I will not walk in fear. I am who God says I am. And so it is. Archangel Michael is now stepping back slightly, but only because he has completed the delivery. He is still with you. He will not leave. But you must act. You must pray. You must expect. Open your heart and prepare, because the billionaire family is not just a symbol of wealth. They are part of a divine contract written before you were born. Their recognition of you will trigger a ripple effect, new relationships, new authority, new wisdom, and blessings so heavy that only your matured spirit will be able to carry them. God says, you will bless others. This inheritance will not just restore you, it will build schools, feed children, rescue the forgotten, and shift families for generations. That's why the enemy fought so hard to stop this. But I did not let him win. Heaven rejoices now. The angels are singing. The books are being updated. Your name is shining brighter than ever. And the Spirit of God whispers once more, don't miss this moment. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. And everything is about to change. Now go in peace, but stay alert. The 9th of July holds the key. You are the heir. The search is over. The legacy is yours. Watch for the sign. It's coming. If you believe in God, type Amen.